control.
Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. Pt4 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains.
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months.
Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
If you're not willing, here's the evidence.
I appreciate your discretion. I believe you require a garage pass.
What did you do here, Commander?
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
The Asari bitch came with a bunch of cargo. They were probably packed in those.
If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
User alert. All Pt4 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage.
What was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
What were those?
Damned if I know, but someone on this mountain does.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent. The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Pt4. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically. Connections restored. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the Helium-3 fuel line must be opened.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency...
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
Okay, and I think there are actually some live NPCs down here. I think the crew of the research facility is hiding down here, if I remember correctly.
It's weird that all I can think of is, does the RS species have, like, any other hairstyles?
No, I think pretty much every Asari you're going to see probably pretty much looks like that.
Even in the morning?
I would,
seriously,
no
the
comment.
Tentacles like all twisted up and stuff like that, you know.
No comment. All right, so that's the hot labs that way. I think the little beaker icons of 5-7 and the living quarters are down here.
Somebody's gonna come up with a graphic explaining Asari bedhead.
Or maybe actually, okay, that's hot. That other one is just labs. This is hot labs because the beaker's on fire.
I thought it was. I thought it was because
like you have
of your dress.
Wonder if anybody's ever counted all the lifts in the game.
Oh, that would be funny.
I need to get my blood flowing. Find me something.
Is it wrong of me to expect Bunsen Honeydew to be like, you know, trying to put out Beaker with a fire extinguisher?
Well, Solarians' voices are kind of high-pitched.
Are they?
Oh, well, here's Captain of the Vents. It's Captain Ventralis.
Stand down.
He's Vent Commander.
And he's just angry all the time.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Captain, you do know that
Can
you've
those
got
things
lobsters
work at trains
everywhere,
controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth.
Guy just called me a horse.
Aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Okay, so apparently this breakout happened before Benezia came, which is interesting.
Benezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do.
A matriarch has the skill to keep herself alive for a long time.
There's an emergency
She just said her
elevator
mother was
out by
old.
the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs.
Okay, so that gets
If you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs.
that'll get us through that door.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Let alone down another elevator.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Ambush.
Hell! Man the perimeter!
Hey, that's sexist. Woman the perimeter.
Now I'm ready.
All clear.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that as well.
Why didn't they weld? If they knew they were coming through the vents, why didn't they weld the vent covers down?
I don't know. It's a good question too, I guess.
It seems to make, I don't know, sense.
Thanks for the help.
Anything worse with them to come through the
Every few
suspension
hours,
ceiling.
a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
They always attack here? It's an obvious kill zone.
Their only other option is over the mountain and down through the ducts, and they freeze like everyone else. I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
So they keep attacking this point, and these guys don't know why.
Well, not to mention, how come the bodies aren't piling up?
Pt4. Just hold down the trigger and zap. Hallway full of flashbulb
Zap.
bugs.
Okay. Hope this guy doesn't know about what we did to his buddies, his colleagues at that company back in the main base, because that would be bad if he knew that. All right, now I think.
Hey, this guard irks me.
I think we have a. Haha. I think we have a key. We can go to the labs now, but we also, I think, have a chance to talk to a survivor who's gone a bit cuckoo.
Oh yeah, I was wondering when we get to the crazy member of the team here. He's not all there. Yeah, let me guess. Vital piece of information we have to extract from a crazy person.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
You're not going to go to the hot labs, are you?
You're not nearly hot enough for those labs.
Oh, there's an Elcor.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
I was sent here to find an Asari matriarch.
Surprised? One has visited recently. Furtively. There are rumors
I can't say that voice acting job is very well done.
For now.
Well, the Elcor are supposed to be a species that that doesn't express emotions with verbal language. So they always speak in a monotone, and as a result, they, in order to adapt to communicating with other species, throw in a description of their emotional state as they speak.
It's an interesting idea, but the execution, I can't say.
Oh, some people loved it. In fact, there are jokes as the
Really?
series goes on. There's like advertisements in one of the games about the all Elcor cast of Hamlet, with the words inserted to show the emotional state of the character he's playing. Show me what you got.
Funny.
You're running a store. What's this sell crap?
Let's have a look.
Regretfully,
Just imagine Elcor used car salesman.
most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
The other military guy is not paying for anything. I'm not sure why I am, but okay.
Show me what you got.
Actually, it turns out I can't afford anything anyway. The only thing I can afford is that gun I think I already have. Oh, an Omni Tool. I can upgrade somebody's Omni Tool. It's an Chameleon Tool 4.
You have a sonic screwdriver?
Shepard's using a Blue Wire 1. Okay, but even these are the multi-tool things, and this one's got a cool bonus for tech cooldown abilities, but it doesn't boost shield or medical recharge at all. So it's not really worth it. Oh, and these you can also buy at various points in the games. These are licenses that open up new equipment manufacturers for the guy who sells stuff on the ship.
Wow. So
pretty much you should buy those.
Outlets?
Yeah, you should basically buy those like whenever you see them.
Well, let's get it.
Pistol. Yeah, I did. That's okay. I'm using an Edge 3. This is an Edge 4, so I can upgrade my pistol.
I think we need to upgrade everything.
So I can switch to the new pistol.
Funny, it just shows you the outer case of everything. And
Oh, looks like I already... Jeez, I didn't need to buy the Edge 4. It looked like I already picked one up.
Oops.
And do I want to transfer the upgrades?
Can you
Yes.
sell it back to him? I'm sorry. I already have this item I've purchased.
Yeah, I think I
can,
can, but it might be easier. It might be easier just to let somebody else have it. Yeah, see, I'll give it to Liara because she also uses pistols.
Well, are the stats that different? Or are they like exactly the same? What bonuses?
Well,
one on the left seems to have different bonuses.
You have to compare carefully, but generally speaking, when you're looking at the same name with a higher number, it's got like the same trade-offs, but is better overall. So if you like the Kessler over the Edge, then generally you're going to be fine going with the Edge 4 and 5 as they come up. You'll only want to switch to the other one if it's really that much better. Like if you're using an Edge 3, a Kessler 4 may not be a huge upgrade because it's going to have a trade-off you don't want.
Well, you know that your team is always living on the edge.
Like, for instance, looking at the Striker versus the Edge, right? The Striker 2 is more accurate, significantly more accurate than the Edge 3. But it does less damage. Alright, so the Elcor was the merchant. There's guards, and there's an NPC here.
What?
What? What? What do you want?
You're a member of the science teams.
Science?
Recently transferred, yes. What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Yeah, that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
Oh, I'm already dulled out. Have you seen these elevators?
I'm sure you're far too stupid to understand.
Okay, we're gonna need a nerd.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Why ask me and not your friend?
Because I do not know anything about the Matriarch.
Then why would I?
So that was very cagey. It's like this Asari seems to know that the Matriarch and Liara are related, and Liara denied it, and then said, "Well, then you've got no reason to ask me other than the fact that I'm Asari, and so is she." So
racist.
Basically, yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arrayas. Is there anything in particular?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I've been killing babies all morning, so
random
can you
facts?
like not give me any more flack?
Did I
I
interrupt
listen to
something?
this crazy AI.
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to be inattention.
You seem less upset about this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditation.
Okay. Okay, so I already talked to those guys. That's way back to the tram. What do we got here? A couple of guards. Oh, medical bay. Medical bay will be where the other guy is.
Yes,
Restricted
you meditate
area.
away.
Why is this restricted?
In blissful whatever.
This is a restricted area that is not the hot zone. Whoa.
Uh-huh.
We got some big guns in here.
Oh,
What are you guys doing?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
When the lobsters come, I think I'm gonna feed her first.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna save here. I'm trying to remember whether these guns are hostile to me or not.
Well, you could always throw Rex through the door and see what happens, but I have a feeling that those guns are there for a reason, to keep people out. Maybe I have to go bribe Mirror or something.
Watchdog protocol is active.
Yeah, there's a scanning zone in front of the door.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Question is, will they warn you?
Also,
before
the door's
they shoot
locked, so there's no point
Well,
there's no point in pushing it.
but
I'm guessing we'll be going through there later, though.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if they would try to shoot you if you tried to hack it. You just messing with your team now. Forward, backwards, forward, backwards.
Okay,
Which
medical
way am I
bay.
going?
I think the crazy guy is down here.
Mm-hmm. This is a non-smoking alien facility. Do you have any idea what that does to the Asari? The tentacles get all frizzled.
Hang on.
To what? What am I hanging on to?
I know you'd have a cure by now. What do you want?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you did nothing wrong. I'm just distracted.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Pt4? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through Central Station.
That was you? Ungrateful. Until she came online, the automatic equipment wouldn't work. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment in the quarantine.
Yeah,
failed.
virtual intelligence.
These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were...
Okay, and see here again, there's some charm and intimidate options that I don't have access to because my rank's not high enough. That's another perk of doing a new game plus, where you come in already leveled up, is that you have access to all that
Everything,
stuff.
yeah, you get all the bells and whistles.
Congratulations, you made an illegal bioweapon. You think to make a cure for it?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I want access to the maintenance area.
I suppose. It's not allowed, but there's nothing back there. If you can save these men, I'll do that for you.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him to let me try.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do
Okay, so this is kind of a little side mission, which is these people have been poisoned.
Yeah.
And we have to get the cure, or get the stuff he needs to make one. You get to click on the characters and they go, Oh, you want to talk to Mira again?
No.
You sure you don't want to talk to Mira again? Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Medical station. Why does the medical station have armor in it? Oh, actually, let's see if that might be an upgrade for me. Let's check. Okay, so what am I wearing for armor? Yeah, see, Scorpion 1. This armor's garbage. Although, actually, the Liberator's is not much better. Slightly better shields, lower damage protection, lower tech biotic protection. I usually like going with shields over damage protection, though. It's like I don't want to take damage, you know? I know. Shock absorption, armor
3?
plating 3 plus. Okay, so if I use armor plating, that will compensate a bit for the lack of damage protection compared to the Phoenix.
Can't say I like the color.
But you notice the numbers don't compare across. Like, for instance, Liberator 3 versus Phoenix 3. I mean, the Phoenix is worse in almost everything, again, except tech biotic.
Yeah. Is it worth it? I would say no.
No. Oh, it's absolutely not. Okay, Crazy Guy was not down here. He must be in the barracks. And yeah, not crazy about that color.
Mm. Getting in the spacey mood lady.
What? No!
Yes, maybe.
This is not Crazy Guy either.
Sorry, I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Okay. Quarantine and barracks. Is this the way we came in? No. There's nobody in here. Oh, okay, there's just some loot. Minor loot. Avenger 3. Hurricane 3, Banshee 3. Alright, fine. Nothing earth-shattering there. Alright, so Crazy Guy must be down here.
How did I know?
And that it was a lift? Yeah. I'm not really sure if it was necessary. Like, is that other area up there so big that they needed a loading zone between it and here? I wasn't really sure.
I have a feeling they don't really put these in as far as necessity.
Right, okay, there's a guard over there, first aid station.
They put him in.
Got some more Metagel. Han Olar. Okay, here's the Crazy Guy.
Now the question is, are you a high enough level to get the information you need out of him?
You mean those things out there?
Yes. I'm the only survivor from the hot lab.
He doesn't sound crazy.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Rachni? That's preposterous.
Now, this is interesting, right? Because this is the first time I think anybody's actually said that word, although I think maybe Rex said it at the beginning. Of course, these things that you're shooting have been labeled Rachni by the game's UI now for quite a ways, but it wasn't given any significance until now.
Where did they come from?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Who?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
Okay.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team
Okay, I've already
lead
talked to
would
him
have
about that.
access, like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
I hate the cold.
Okay, nobody's saying anything new yet, but so yeah, this was an extinct species, and they were extinct for a reason, because we made them extinct.
Oh, we also made them unextinct too. Boy, we can't seem to make a decision on how we want to leave them.
They were perceived as being hyper-aggressive, very hostile, and invasive.
And don't taste well with butter.
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... yeah.
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before it lights out.
Okay. There's a guard over there, and that door's closed. Okay, and this is the maintenance area. Authorization required. Okay, so I think I have to go back up. I already asked the doctor about it. And I think he said that I need to talk to the captain. So...
Don't want to hack it.
I don't think it even gave me an option.
Hmm.
Pretty sure it didn't, actually. Let me double check. Yeah, maintenance door locked, authorization required. There's no hack option on that. So I think there's a way to get that either by charming or intimidating the doctor. I think he could have given you like a key card that would have let you get there without having to talk to the captain again.
That's going to be hard to charm him with that outfit.
Oh yeah, well. Okay, Restricted areas. Medical bay. I think the other guy was back towards the tram, right?
It's kind of weird, everybody just kind of standing around in place for you, waiting for you to arrive.
Yeah, but you know, it's so typical of RPGs that you stop thinking about that. And it's not one of those kind of free roam things where these people have like ordinary routines where they'd be walking around.
Something you need?
Well, I will say this. At least they
I've heard
are
about
walking
the problems
around.
in the
They're not jumping
quarantine
around
lab.
like Quake
I'd like
bunnies
to
and
recover
doing
the
insane
toxin
things
cure.
everywhere like you do
God,
in
I wish
most
we could help
multiplayer
those guys.
environments
I really
and stuff.
do, but we can't
So,
risk contamination
there is
now.
that.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra guns. All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
Okay, so he's gonna let us go in now.
Because we got guns. Don't get dead.
Yeah, basically all he said was he'll lock you in, and if you get infected, you can't come in. But I honestly don't even think there's any risk of that. I think it's just part of the plot.
I don't know. Funny he didn't mention your new outfit.
Okay,
It's like,
quarantine
hey,
and barrack. Yeah, yeah, exactly. How'd you do that? I don't think anybody ever comments on it.
Really? You could they'd be saying, "What are you wearing?"
There is a pretty huge variety of costumes, of suits in the game for all the characters. I think the problem is
I didn't know.
is also like Destiny though. Like ultimately, you get to a point where you've gotten the best thing you can get, and you better like the way it looks because like maybe there's some crappy bit that you liked that you don't want back.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing with Destiny. There's certain
wait a minute.
armor sets that the aesthetics are far more appealing, and yet the effectiveness for the combat or protective or bonuses are all not what you need as opposed to what you want.
Right now, I thought that was
the place where to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to phone ahead?
You're not part of the crew.
Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre sent by the Citadel.
Never fax does stuff
There
when
aren't
it's
any
supposed to.
human specters. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
Neither. Okay, so this guard doesn't want to let us in there. That other thing was maintenance, where I thought we were going to get in because we had talked to the captain, and we still can't get in, so that's weird. This was quarantine and barracks. Medical was the other branch.
What?
What, no rec center? Where's the bar?
How
Where
can
are
I
the
get into the
strippers?
maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.
Alright, let me go back to medical then. I thought those two conversations had covered it, and I would have access to one of these doors at least, but
apparently not.
Yeah, apparently not. And that's where the game's realistic construction of areas and requirements that you walk everywhere at a realistic pace gets,
wandering, and yeah, you this is the kind of thing where you need to get your things in the right order and at the right time to minimize this sort of back and forth elevator up and down type behavior, because it'll get a little repetitive.
Okay, so which one of these was... Okay, medical bay was this one.
I mean, there's so much walking and not enough shooting.
This is the restricted area. Maybe this was what... See, maybe I'm getting messed up between the restricted area and the...
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
It does give me an opportunity to hack that door, though.
Hack it. hack that door.
Well, I will probably do that, but
Try
I
not
will
to
do
get
it.
shot.
I will do that last. All right, let's talk to the doctor again and see if
there's a conversation piece that will allow you to do that.
I need to get into the maintenance areas.
I have a pass.
Maybe you
but
did something
there's
out of
nothing
order.
back
You
there,
got
just
confused.
snow. Well, snow and maintenance access.
What would change your mind about that?
Look, you see that my friends are sick. You bring me the cure, I'll give you my pass, strictly under the table.
Oh, okay, so he wants to let me into maintenance, but only after I get the cure.
Oh, so yeah, it's this side mission necessity.
Yeah, so there's a main mission and a side mission with a side mission.
Okay, so
what will it take to
cure
get the
then
cure
pass?
for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're
Okay,
in
so
there,
the place I
look
need
for
to
our
go is
notes.
quarantine
Should just
lab,
be a
and
matter
then
of
bring the
following
stuff
our
to him, and he'll get me into the maintenance area.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
But quarantine lab, I think, is also not the same thing as the restricted area. I'm not sure.
Hey, let's mirror get them. I mean, can't you just come up on a display and read the notes? I mean...
Okay, so that's medical bay. That's restricted area. And she says that the quarantine area is near the science team. Okay, the science team. Okay, so this is to quarantine.
Yeah, near the barracks.
Yeah, so the first part, then, the cure for these guys is somewhere down here.
Oh, we need to find the notes. Notes, damn it.
The one with the guns, I think, is the last thing. I think that's what leads to, or actually, maybe it's the hot labs that leads to where the matriarch is, which is pretty much the end of the mission, I think.
Why do we get a feeling
Oh,
the hot
but
labs,
this is the
all the coats they're wearing are pink?
Okay, so that's maintenance area. Still not open, but that's what we need for the doctor.
Yeah, that's
Is
the
this-
maintenance area.
is this
access.
the
That's where you
quarantine
wanna-
zone?
No, that's to maintenance area. That's the maintenance area door.
What do you want?
I have
Okay.
Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Okay, xenobiology database, locked crate, and bunches of doors that are conspicuously open.
Now, is it just going to let you in, or is it going to let the whole team in? Because
No, we're all in.
Well, see, that's the thing, and logically, it seems to make more sense just to send one person in case you get infected, rather than infecting everybody. You know? Make a cure.
Yeah, press button, press X to press A to make cure. Oh. What?
Start mixing. It's like you're making a cake.
Oh, okay, it's time. See, I'm not looking at the damn thing. The thing is telling me hit that and then that. Oh. Wait a minute.
There's like a target area. Yeah, you gotta.
What?
Failed to make cure. It looks like you've got to hit those little target areas or hit in between those target areas at some point. Yeah, for it to do it. You know what I mean? It's a timing thing.
I guess.
Let go.
I'm supposed to do it between them, or?
Yes, I would say between them. Let go.
Ah, yeah, okay.
See? And
yeah, you hit the
progressively
next
gets-
indicated button between the two arrows.
Yep.
There you go. Created.
Cure created.
Saving content. Oh, and okay, and that's a checkpoint.
It's just that easy, kids.
Your mission
What
ends
the-
here, Shepard.
We'll see about that, bitch.
You're a sleeper agent for Benezia.
I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Okay, so we've got the Asari with another Asari commando and some Geth. So I think first, what we'll use overload on the Geth, and we'll have Rex use warp on the main Asari. Looks like the Asari got blown into the geometry.
Good place for her. Never really liked her.
Well, she's still able to fight us from down there, unfortunately. Alright, there we go. Now she's dead.
Throw a grenade. Love how the couch just drops.
Okay. Something hammer 3 and a heatsink. Okay.
Hey, we all need heat sinks.
Okay, some metagel.
What happens when people come looking for all the stuff that you've taken? Hey, where's my body armor? Where's
Figure
my
at least
gun?
one of these would either have enemies or be empty, so. Okay, so now we got the cure, we go back to the doctor. Well, the rude guard is dead.
The Asari garroted guard, no witnesses.
It's supposed to be garroted?
No, garroted. You can say garroted.
Really?
Yeah.
They came out of there.
Would have had to have gotten in
You
here.
mean the inorganics the Asari had with her?
Benezia brought them with her.
I'll be leaving now.
Okay, so this maintenance area is the place where she brought the Geth soldiers through. Which is somehow still locked. Go figure.
Go down the green hallway, then find the green door. Through the green door, you go through the green hallway. From the green hallway, go to the elevator. The elevator then takes you to a green door down a green hallway. I predict an elevator. Oh, what do you know? What if anybody's made an elevator montage?
I bet they have. What is the... There's like an exclamation point, like I'm supposed to do something, like right here, but there's nobody here. Unless they're below me. I think that's what it is. I think it's the doctors below.
Maybe Eris hasn't landed her ship yet.
Yeah, it's the doctors down here.
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall, she just tried to kill us.
Alestia? That's unbelievable. Well, I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of the shareholders pulled strings to get her here.
Let me guess. Saren the Spectre.
Yes. I think that was the name. I don't pay attention to the other research teams. Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
Why do I not believe you?
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives, do you know that?
Could you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventrolis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Okay, so these guys are cured. We got some extra med gel. That's always good. And the maintenance pass. And we didn't even want to know. We didn't even know why we wanted to go back there until we got attacked by the Asari and the Geth.
Yeah.
But all the options were there to ask about it. Okay, that's restricted area. I actually want to go back down to the barracks. People say Halo had backtracking.
Well, we've been through this door and hallway set and whatnot. I don't know how many times, so I wonder if there's a minimalist, experienced way you can get through it.
No, I would just say again that I think it's something they streamlined in the design of the later games to have a little bit less of that to make things. But it's hard to make the world feel real and big and leave that stuff out. You know, it's obvious when you make spaces that are really small and tight and meant to be navigated really quickly.
I just can't imagine 100 hours of this.
Without making things feel small. Okay, so
well, this place already feels small to me. My God,
maintenance area is open. Oh, I've got upgrades. I leveled up a while ago, and I guess I didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, what's that one we really want to up?
Oh well, we were short on electronics, so I upgraded that.
We could definitely use electronics. Hell with fitness.
Give Liara some more warp. And let's see. I got one shotgun and one assault rifle for Rex.